If you are still renting a fashion photography studio and paying hundreds of dollars an hour to take some pictures for your brand's Instagram, you are wasting money. You need to watch this video. It's not going to be a high, fast-paced fashion, fast-paced edited video with a bunch of cuts to fix your attention span. I'm going to be showing you the nitty-gritty. So put this on your second monitor, put this in the background and take some notes, because I guarantee you this is going to save you thousands and thousands of dollars. It has for me. I have never booked a photography studio or a photographer for my brand or gone outside and taken a bunch of pictures for my brand because how good AI is in this day and age. These are some examples here. You could absolutely make anything like these with AI tools that you have at your disposal nowadays, and for 1/100th of the price. As you can see, these are aesthetic looking brand Instagram pages, and I'm going to be showing you exactly how to do this. And if you're not a creative person, don't worry, you don't have to be. I'm going to be showing you where to find your references, what to change in the prompts. I'm literally going to be giving you the whole entire source in this video. Pretty much, you're going to follow along with me. So this is literally the infinite content glitch for your brand, for your personal, for whoever you're working for. It's pretty much as simple as this, right? Let's just go through it. Obviously, you need to define your brand world. If you haven't already, chances are, if you're watching this, you already have defined your brand world. Obviously, you need to know your brand colors. 3 to 5 core colors. If it's black and white, keep it to those monochromatic sort of style sort of thing. Obviously, it's going to depend heavily on your brand, whether it's, for example, in these ones over here, it's a bluey sort of color. See how these all match sort of together? And all these sort of colors here, they all kind of sort of match. They're all that sort of washed out monochromatic style. Obviously, the brand feeling. What should people feel? Should they feel, example, in this one they'll feel luxury, in this one they'll feel a little bit of something different. A little bit of rebelliousness. A little bit messier but still organized. Escape from reality. Those sort of things that you'll communicate using AI. Obviously, a brand voice is important as well, but that isn't this sort of video. Now, this is where you're going to find your visual inspiration. The easiest way to do this is to go onto Pinterest and make yourself a Pinterest account and make a mood board through Pinterest. For example, this is what I have done here. You can go through, and I pretty much just put this as a repurposed brand. I've only got 181 pins on this at the moment, as this is a newer sort of board. But as you can see, anything I've seen while scrolling Pinterest, I've just searched on Pinterest. I've searched things like fashion, clothing brand, fit checks, t-shirt, mock-ups, everything like that. I searched that at the start, and then your Pinterest will slowly start regurgitating more and more pins that actually match your vibe. So obviously, as we have here, all these sorts of ones, so you can go through here and see sort of something. So maybe something like this could be a good reference for my brand. I'm not taking it as face value. I'm kind of trying to show you that you can just use this as a reference, and I will show you right over here. Let me see if I can upload the exact one that I changed. Put that in here. So this is exactly what I made with that reference right here with AI. Obviously, I'm a monochromatic sort of brand, a luxury sort of style brand. So as you can see, the blue, it wasn't going to suit my brand colors, so I got AI to replace that and change that with a black hoodie and change the flat lay to make it look a bit more suitable for my brand. So essentially, what you want to do is you want to go on here and you want to find something that's gonna match your brand. What sort of things like that. And once you have a big mood board like this, you click up here where it says more ideas, and this is going to give you hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of more ideas that you can use to build out your brand. Whether you're just about to launch, you want to have a backlog, you can make hundreds of posts in a day if you really lock in and if you really wanted to. Quality over quantity, of course, but pretty much go into Pinterest here and you can find references for pretty much everything that you'd need. Video references, obviously you can use AI to make this as well. It's that easy. This sort of thing right here on top of the boxes, I think that's cool. I'm going to save that anyway. And then you've got hundreds of things here. Now, once you have found a reference, you pretty much want to go into your AI image gen. At the moment, I still use Higgsfield because it allows me to use Nano Banana Pro and have lots and lots of generations. Because if you just have a regular Google Gemini subscription, you get capped at like, I don't even know, not that many images a day. And for me, I'm creating hundreds of images a day. So as you can see here, this is what Higgsfield looks like. I found this image on Pinterest. It's, let's just use this as an example. It's a roller with a pair of jeans and a shirt on a background like this. And the prompt that I give it is going to be obviously the most important part. You want to build like your perfect prompt. So obviously subject, setting, lighting, camera. You want to be pretty exact with it. You want to include your brand direction in it as well. The camera quality part is going to be the most important part, because if you want it to look not so AI and slightly a little bit less polished to make it look more realistic, and no AI gloss, then you'd do something like an iPhone 15. You could say iPhone 11, but I've found 15 gives me the best organic sort of look. And then if I want a professional one, I'll say Sony A7R, expensive camera, professional lighting setup, like a whole team was dedicated for the professional lighting. And then obviously I generate quite a few. I have a look at it and I iterate off it. I never take it at face value. I will iterate maybe 10 images over the time, and then I'll have a look and see what I can do. So I'll show you in action. I've said here, use the first attached image, which is this one. Replace the flooring to the attached concrete, which is in the second image here, and shirt rolled up, acting as a roller, so like this, like the paint roller. 100% cotton black t-shirt, high quality UGC style shot on an iPhone 15, and I'm going to say change the handle color to light gray, something like that. And obviously I've got unlimited, so I can generate unlimited images. Higgsfield have a lot of good plans that you can definitely use. I'd say this is probably the best all-in-one. If you want to use something else, go ahead and do it. I don't really care. And as you can see, this will slowly generate some images. If I do it without unlimited, it will go a bit quicker, but obviously that's going to use credits and that sort of stuff as well. So while they're sort of ticking away, I just want to give you a good prompt template here. You can pause the video and use this here. So create a realistic fashion campaign image, and I'd say something like, using the attached reference in the first image. So I always use references. You always want to use references, especially at this stage if you're watching this video in your AI career, I guess. You always want to use references. You always want to have something for the AI to build off of, because all of this stuff is really, really hard to generate on a prompt from the first time. You can't just say generate an image of this, make it perfect, make no mistakes. AI is not that good. It does not understand what a good fashion visual would look like on Instagram compared to what a AI slop image would look like. So obviously these are all generating right now. And then so we put on shot on, realistic shadows, those sort of things. But with a reference, you don't have to dig this deep into it. But you just you'll slowly build up your prompt knowledge over time, and you'll notice your results get a lot better and better. If I went to the bottom of all these images I generated and then I scrolled to the top, the difference between those would be insane, because I started using more references. I started building out a prompt. I treated it like art. So as you can see, it's going to generate quite a few images here. See, they pretty much put it on the exact same content. This is an image I would post on Instagram because, I think it's cool, right? Obviously, don't take these images at face value. That is the most important part about this, is your ability to polish the image will depend on, how good the image looks in the final render. So I would take something like this, say I really like this, but dude, that looks nothing like my logo in the first image of my t-shirt. So what I would do is I would take it into Photoshop and I would spot heal this logo out, and then I bring the PNG of my other logo in and fix it up like that. That isn't this sort of video. I'm only showing you the AI piece as of now. But as you can see, this is a great visual you could use for your brand. There's other ones, I've used, studio ones when I'm hyping up a drop. I want to put on different things. I put on like a studio template like this, a studio reference. and I kind of build off of that, and I'd say change the background color to so and so, like things like this. Like, you'd be surprised how well these perform on a feed. Like, for example, something like this, I think this is really cool. In fact, I'm probably going to save this and I'm going to use something like this later. As you see, this one's AI generated as well, but this is pretty much what I would go through and do, and it's very enjoyable going through Pinterest and finding a bunch of ideas that you in 1,000 years never would have had. So that's why I'd always use something like Pinterest, or Cosmos, or Death to Stock, or something like that, a bunch of other things to use as references, and you can create literally infinite content. So you can use it as one reference to an AI image, and then you have 5 angles. So they can be used in different ways. You can literally just tell AI, create an alternate angle / shot selection of the attached image of the one you just made and the one you polished up. It will go ahead and do that, so then you can have a carousel image, which is going to perform even better, and it's going to look 10 times better on your feed when you have a carousel, and it's going to be more realistic because you have multiple photos in the same world. So it's essentially one big loop. Obviously, if you're watching this video, you want to define your brand, you want to collect as many references as possible, you want to generate them, you want to review them, then you want to improve them, you want to edit, you want to post, you want to know which ones perform well, save your wins, create the variations, and repeat. I guarantee you will notice your engagement on Instagram, TikTok, everything go through the roof. You can repurpose this for videos, you can repurpose this for pretty much everything. Let me show you this top to bottom just so you can get a few screenshots of this as I slowly go down this. But there you go, this is pretty much all you need. This is the source. I have debated whether to release this video or not, but here it is. This is the source. So I hope you like this video. Leave a like for me, that's all I ask. Drop a sub because I give away the industry source for free. Check my bio, I have no course, no nothing. I appreciate you stopping by and watching the video.